All right, we are live. Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert with the Ted Show. I am here. We made it. We did it, Mo. I'm here with Mohammed. All right, let's see if I can do it. Karbasion.
Yes, Karbasion. You're right.
Karbasion. All right, I tried, Mo. I'm good. How are you? I like the pink today. It looks good.
I put the pink on for you, man. I knew that you're gonna have some colors on. I said, you know what? I gotta put the white shirt today.
I love it. All right, so I'm gonna share this, and I know you're working on the same thing. It's this new way we have to do things because we can't share till it goes live, and you can't be. Anyway, it's crazy. So I'm very excited to finally have you on the show. I think I saw you not too long ago before the crazy shutdown, but it's really great to see you, buddy.
Same here, man. Same here. I'm trying to put your live on my thing also.
Yep, that'd be great.
Let me see. You gotta walk me through it. That how I can put it on my thing.
You should just be able to share it to your page or your group, or.
All right.
Just click that little share button.
Yep.
I know we're all learning.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so I am too. All right, here we go. All right, my friend. So update me. Tell me a little bit about what's going on. But first, you know what? The people who don't know you, it's really good if they get to know you. So tell them a little bit about you first.
Okay, so I'm originally from Iran, all the way from the Middle East, and I started deciding to immigrate out of my country when I was at the age of 30. And the first country that I could immigrate back then was Dubai. And it was like 45 minutes flight from my city. So I took a flight and I went to Dubai. It was a great experience over there. I spent 2 years in Dubai. And because the only easiest way to go there was on a student visa. So I entered the Australian University of Dubai. And I was studying marketing, sales and marketing. And after 2 years, I was lucky enough to find a way to immigrate to America. So I moved to America after 2 years, which we are talking about almost 7.5 years ago. And, like every other Iranian, we just land in California because all we know from America is California and LA,
Of course.
Yeah, that's our landing page. So we all land in California. But I ended up staying in California for actually 3 years. I was living in LA for 3 years. And
what were you doing?
Well, that's the interesting part. I had so much working experience after all of these years because I was always doing on my own businesses. I was never an employee. So I was having this experience of computer science. I had the experience on the restaurants. I used to have coffee shops, everything. And I had experience on other accounting degrees. I had experience, so many other experience. And when I came here, I put a long resume for myself there, resume that I have done this, and that. And I was so confident, and I was doing interviews, and everybody were telling me that, okay, you have all of these, but none of them are relevant because you are not, this is not in America. We cannot do anything for you. I said, so what should I do? And one of them said, you got to look for entry-level positions. I said, bingo. I didn't know about entry-level positions. So I started searching for entry-level positions. And Starbucks came, McDonald's came, Subway came, and I was going through everything. I even interviewed the Starbucks and Subway.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I was just looking for a job. So I don't know why they didn't hire me. I have no idea. I hope that I was overqualified instead of underqualified. But the company number 13 on the list was a sales company. One of those multi-level marketing companies that you start from the entry-level position and you become a trainer and team leader and then assistant manager and the manager and you go all up the ladder. So they hired me. And it was an interesting part when they hired me because I was so, curious about getting myself hired somewhere, not just because of the financial money part. It's just I wasn't used to not working. Right. So I went to the first interview and they told me that they're going to respond to me within 2 days. So the first day passed, they didn't respond. The second day, I wait until the noon, 12 noon. I said, no, they didn't respond. I went to their office. And like knock on the door. I say, hey, nobody called me. And the manager was there. She started laughing. I said, come in, what's your name? What's happening? So I told her the story. I said, okay, let me look through your files and stuff. So yes, they ended up hiring me.
And what job was that? What kind of company was it? Tech or?
This company was selling different products in different retail stores like Costco and Sam's Club. So we were selling anything, Ted, you can name it, anything that they were importing to America, such as a speaker system, electronic devices, home appliances. I can tell you makeup, like a hair extension stuff and hair iron, anything home good item, they would sell it in Costco and Sam's Club as a roadshow business. So it wasn't a product that you can always see it on Costco, but it was just coming to Costco for 14 days, 2 weeks, then 1 week, and then boom, they're gone, go to another Costco, just like a roadshow system,
Fascinating.
And yeah, our job was just you walk on the aisle. I should just grab your hand and say, hey, coronavirus was not back then, so we could like touch the client. Hey, come on here, let me show me your hand and just continue the.
So I have to ask, we're about to launch a show called American Stories where we're interviewing, and I'll have to bring you on. We're interviewing immigrants, business owners, independent contractors like you, because we want to know what the story is. We want to know why. So what's your why? Why did you want to come to the United States? I think a lot of people, we're born here. We think you're coming for the land of opportunity, I guess. But what was your reason? What did you want to come here for?
Well, the first time in my life that I was thinking in my mind to leave my country was when I was 19 years old. It was the first year of my college. I was going to university, amazing. The life was great. I was making new friends and everything. One of my friends invited me for his birthday. And back in my country, drinking alcohol is illegal. It is illegal because it's Islamic country. Dancing is illegal because it was Islamic country. So the police forces, they invaded to this birthday party and they took us to into custody because of two illegal things that we did. We have drink beer and we were dancing when they came in. Girl and boys together, so it was like totally against Islamic rules, and they took us to the custody for 5 days and they tortured us with like power cables and stuff, and it was a horrible experience for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really didn't know. I had no idea.
Crazy, man. And we went through all of this pain and suffer for 5 days of torture, like gigantic torture, just because we were having a party. And that's it. Not even a party that annoying, neighbors or anybody else. Is just purely for having fun. So I said, you know what? This is not the country that I want to stay in. And then the more I, grew up and the more I came to that, issues with the government, and I was starting the businesses and they were like putting so much stupid issues on my way to just not to be able to succeed. So I was more concerned about this. Plus from since when I was a kid, I was watching Baywatch from satellite. I said, oh my God, if there is any heaven on the earth, it's California. I got to go to California.
That's awesome.
Right, so, and then Friends was for New York.
So I'm always fascinated to hear the story. I did not know that about what you went through, and Iran is I don't think I've ever interviewed anybody who came from there specifically, but I'm always fascinated by the reason why, like the why behind it. So you get here and you find your job. You obviously are excited to be here. You have you have an amazing work ethic. And then how do you make it from California to Florida? Is there a stop anywhere in there? Did you jump right into real estate, or what did you do? Because the topic is flipping pizzas to flipping houses.
Yeah,
I'm fascinated.
Yeah, so one of the products that this company I was selling stuff for them in Costco and Sam's. One of the products that they were selling was kind of like frozen mini pizzas or focaccia breads or stuff. That the company was a little bit suffering back then to sell them. At least my office was suffering a little bit. The numbers were not that high. And I always loved cooking. So when I entered this campaign, everybody else, they were just probably, when they were warming up the pizza and stuff, they were not doing it the right way. The end product was not delicious. So that's why when you sample it to people, it was not crispy and crunchy and like that fresh. So I used my cooking techniques a little bit, and I just turned the sales numbers of that office from $500 per day on a normal day to over $1,000, like over double, just by using a little like more common sense in cooking. And that was like the starting point of me being known in that office as like a top salesperson. And then my goal was to just keeping this momentum going for any other product. So flipping that pizza in the right way made me keep going, keep moving, keep doing it, keep hustling to sell everything else at the same level. So when I go to each campaign, I had to, my expectation from myself and others from me was do the same, you know, not double the money, double the sales, but at least be on the top numbers. So this led me to be able to go into 2 different trips with this gigantic company to the R&Rs that they have. Once a year, they had this kind of trip that they took only the top employees. From each office, they only took one or two reps to Cancun, Jamaica, this kind of place, to just for 3-5 days for free, all inclusive, to just give you some, kudos that, hey, you did a good job this year. Thank you. And I happened to meet the owner of these companies, not the owner of our office, the owner of the big business. Yes. And my manager introduced me to the owner of the company, and they were talking that, okay, yes, he's an immigrant, he just came and he's doing good, blah, blah, blah. So after like 3 years of being in that business, I was a little bit exhausted of the amount of work that I had to do, and it was not easy. So I decided to move to another business, from sales to move to any other business. And I reached out to this owner, this multi-billion-dollar guy, that it was so hard to get a schedule from him. But I was lucky enough. I knew his office manager. I called the lady. I said, hey, I need you to do me a favor. I need to meet him. So they gave me an appointment for a week after. I met him. I explained to him my situation. And he said, the only way I can help you is if you want to move to Florida. I said, yes, let's do it.
Weather's the same, pretty much.
Yeah, let's go to Florida. So they had... and everybody were saying that, hey, you are going from California to Florida, is totally different story. Everybody are coming from Florida to California. You're going opposite direction. I said, I don't know. I just chased the opportunity. So I came to Florida, and I closed down that business that I had over there with this gentleman. He had real estate business in Florida. I moved here. He had his partner. I was introduced to his partner, and I started the training process for 4 months. And after 4 months, they just throw me in the middle of the box of the real estate. But I'm still here. I survived.
Why do you think, like, was it an easy transition? Because what you were doing, real estate is a whole bunch of, well, it's kind of similar. It's relationships. It's not just sales. It definitely has so many different facets to it. So did you find it easy in the beginning, or was there a little bit of a learning period?
It was a lot of learning period, a lot. One of the most, the hardest part was how to make people believe in you. That was the hardest part, because I was new in the business. I wasn't believing in myself so much, into my knowledge, but how can I have some other a contractor, other like vendors, everybody else believe in what I'm saying, what are my goals are. When I was telling them that, hey, I want to do 10 projects at a time, everybody were like laughing. Okay, how many you are doing right now? I said like 2, 3. Okay, yeah, everybody wants to do, but just having people believe in you was hard. Plus in Florida, I had a little bit of like a more racism issue also compared to California. California, it was easier, but in Florida, I had contractors that they didn't want to get my contract. I was offering them business. Hey, this is the work order. We are giving you $15,000. Do you want to come and do it? And just because my name was Mohammed, they were not accepting it.
Oh, I hadn't thought. Yeah, I guess I just don't think like that. But interesting.
Yes,
just because your name's Mohammed.
Yeah, I said, man, like this is the money, this is the payments, but you get my name. Like, let's just do the business. No, man. I'm not gonna do it. I just don't. Yeah, even one of them on the Facebook texted me. On the Facebook, I reached out to somebody. Hey, I saw you are doing contractors. This is what we do. Do you want to join our team? I said, no, with that evil name that you have, I don't want to join your team.
The evil name.
Yeah. So
Jeez.
I kind of like these situations here and there. People, we were buying the houses on auction. And when you buy the house on auction, usually nobody gives you the key to the house. So I had to run around the house to see how's the house location. Is there any door open that we can get in? People immediately call the cops. Back and forth. Cops are coming. And then I always had the title with me.
I never, you know what? I guess again it goes back to this crazy privileged life that I lead, or have led. But yeah, I just would have never thought about that. I mean, if your name was Adolf Hitler, I might not want to, but your name's Mohammed. Like, I guess it's just so foreign to me to think like that. Are you still experiencing that?
No, actually, right now I don't experience it anymore. And I was always thinking about it that what's the difference, But maybe the timeline, because maybe back then it was a little bit closer to the issues that we had with some terrorist activities before.
Oh, yeah.
Like recently, we have never had experienced any terrorist activity from any of these Middle Eastern countries, thanks God. And also maybe right now, because I don't know, maybe I'm just because I'm driving a Lexus and it has my logos on it, so nobody bothers to offend at any whatsoever. The situation is different, the appearance is different. I have no idea.
No, I don't know. I'm fascinated by that. So I'll have to have you on the immigration show to talk about that, because I would love that. I'm doing it with an immigration attorney. All right. I want to ask you, what are you doing now? So what are you doing now to stay afloat, and that means keep in business, be creative, grow your business. What are you doing now that we're quarantined for however long, differently?
Yeah. Just looking to mostly, because I used to do a lot of flipping houses, either on my own, or with my partners, or with my investors. So right now that so many of these partners / investors, they don't feel comfortable so much to spend a lot. So I'm just doing the businesses on my own. Mostly even if I'm doing the flips, just a smaller amount of flip, like a cheaper properties, trying to buy them on the range of $100,000 instead of going to $200,000, $300,000, and also mostly getting some fun homeowner projects. We still have lots of homeowners that they want to do the full renovation in their house. I used to not to accept so much homeowner projects just because I was so busy with the flipping houses, but now it's a fun to work with homeowners.
So you'll take on a renovation? I did not know that.
Yes, we do renovations. I do project management, and I also do the flips, and I still got some realtor business also going on.
So I want to tell you, one of the things I love about this, I've got other questions for you, but just an observation, is that when you look at your social media, especially your picture, it's just very clean, very sleek, very professional, very serious. And that's good work ethic. You want somebody who's serious in your corner when you're doing any kind of real estate transaction. But you have this awesome, fun side. And I love the fact that you're willing to share that with us, because I think that's really cool. If you guys look, and I'll tag his page when we share the show, the Fixer Upper page, you've got this, it's all black, and you're dressed to the nines, and you look like, okay, I'm serious about doing business. And then I just love that people get to see a different side of real estate, and all professionals that come on. What are you doing personally, like business aside? What are you doing to stay positive? I think a lot of people are doing different things: meditation, running. I don't know. I'm cocktailing, so that seems to help. But what are you doing to stay positive?
I game plan. I plan for the future. I love always starting myself busy with some new things. For example, one thing that I can explain to you, one other business that I have on the side, I do it, is I have a handyman business. I have a company that I'm partnered with one of my friends, and we do maintenance calls for the properties, for the property managers and stuff, just emergency maintenance call stuff. And 2 weeks ago, I started changing my irrigation system in my house. So I started learning about it, studying about it, learning. I wanted to change the traditional irrigation system to drip irrigation, to just make it more like a, customized one. And I started falling in love with this drip irrigation, man. I meeting with my partner on the handyman business to just branch out to like a irrigation company. And it just brings joy to my life that I create something, I create opportunities. I love creating opportunities, building businesses, and just, providing some bright future for me and whoever is around me, surrounding me, which makes me so happy.
I love it. I have to remember the handyman part. Tell me what you think the new normal is going to be when we do open up. What do you think is going to happen? Are we going to take some of the stuff with us that we learned over the quarantine? Or are we just going to go crazy rat race again?
I think we tend to forget so fast. All humans tend to forget so fast. We have forget, stuff worse than this before. I don't think it's going to affect us in the long run. Maybe the first 6 months or so, people start like being cautious on relationship, but they will forget so quickly.
Agreed. I think it's going to be. It's going to be have to go in phases. It's going to be very interesting. But I feel like the real estate. One of the reasons I love having real estate professionals on is that's such a driving force and a foundation in our whole economic growth and everything that we do positive in the economy. And it's good to hear people are still busy, still working, still out there. We're busy. Would we like more purchase business? Yes, but we're all having to learn this new normal of, okay, virtual tours, 6 feet apart. There's so much that we have to do, but I feel like we're still moving in the right direction.
Yes.
All right. So how do people reach you if they want to find out about you, about your renovation projects, your handyman services, flipping houses, whatever it is? How do they reach out to you?
Yeah, my contact informations are usually, I'm so great on the phone rather than email, but still I start with the email address of me is actually my mo@mylastname.com, which is MOE at Karbasion.com. That's my email address. My cell phone number is lots of sevens in it, so I hope they don't get offended. It's 407 777 7405. And I'm always available on my Facebook and on my Instagram. My Instagram is Fixer Upper Realtor, as you mentioned, and my Facebook is just my name, Mohammed Karbasion.
Thank you so much for being on the show. That was fun. That was, you never know. I mean, I know you personally, but then sometimes people get on camera and they tighten up. And you did the complete opposite, which is so cool. Thanks. Well, you obviously do, and I appreciate you, Mo. Thank you so much, guys. Reach out to him. Lots of ways to do business with Mo. Support local, support small business. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. All right, we'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.